Hello viewers, I am Deepthi. Today I am going to discuss diagram based questions for ICSE Class 10 Biology from the unit Human Anatomy and Physiology. Today I am going to start from sense organs, covering location and function of all the important labeled parts of all the important diagrams from these chapters. So first of all, I am going to start with the cross-section view of human eye. So three concentric layers you can see in the diagram. Outer sclerotic layer made up of tough fibrous tissues and white in color, visible through conjunctiva. Second is middle choroid layer, richly supplied with blood vessels for providing nourishment to the eye. And its function, it prevents light rays from reflecting and scattering inside the eye. Next is retina, innermost layer sensitive to light, containing rods which are sensitive to dim light and cones which are sensitive to bright light and responsible for color vision. C for color and C for cones. Next is cornea. The sclerotic layer bulges out and becomes transparent in front region where it covers the colored part. It means cornea of the eye. Next is conjunctiva, a thin membrane covering the entire front part of the eye and continues with the inner lining of the eyelids. Next is lens, transparent, flexible, biconcave, crystalline body just behind the pupil. Suspensory ligament, lens is collectively held in position by fibers called suspensory ligament which attach to ciliary body. Next is ciliary body. In the front of the eye, the choroid expands to form the ciliary body containing circular muscles. These muscles alter the shape of the lens for viewing objects at different distances. Next is iris, an extension of the choroid partially covering the lens. The blue, black or brown color of the eye refers to the color of iris. Pupil, a circular opening in the center of iris is called pupil. Pupa means doll. Adjustment of the size of pupil regulates the amount of light entering the eye. Yellow spot, it is the area of best vision. Lies at the back of the eye, almost at the center on the horizontal axis of the eyeball. Contains maximum number of sensory cells, especially cones. Therefore, this is the region of brightest vision. Next is blind spot. This is the area of no vision, point at which nerve fibers from all the sensory cells of the retina converge and bundle together to leave the eyeball in the form of optic nerve. Next is two chambers of the eye, aqueous chamber and vitreous chamber. Aqueous chamber is the front chamber between the lens and the cornea. It is filled with clear watery liquid called aqueous humor. It is filled with clear watery liquid called aqueous humor. Aqueous humor serves in two ways. Keep the lens moist and protects it from physical shock. And next, it refracts light. Then vitreous chamber, it is the larger cavity of the eyeball behind the lens. It is filled with a transparent jelly-like thicker fluid called vitreous humor, and its two functions are it helps in keeping the shape of the eyeball and it protects the retina and its nerve endings. So these are the information regarding the different labeled parts of human eye. Now coming to the most important defect of human eye, which is near or short sightedness, or you can say छोटा सा नाम myopia, means पास की नजर अच्छी है, यानी दूर के लिए हमें कुछ करना है. Distant objects appear blurred while near objects can be seen clearly. So what are the probable reasons for this defect? First is eyeball is lengthened from front to back. Eyeball is lengthened or lens is too curved. जब लेंस ज्यादा कर्व हो जाएगा, दोनों में से दोनों भी इकट्ठे हो सकते हैं रीजंस, तो हमें मायोपिया हो जाएगा. फॉर इट्स करेक्शन वी विल यूज कनकेव लेंस. आप इसके डायग्राम में देख रहे हैं, रेज पहले से ही मीट हो रही हैं. इट मीन्स इमेज रेटिना से पहले बन जाएगी. तो हम चाहते हैं इमेज रेटिना पे बने, उसके लिए हमें इसकी करेक्शन के लिए कॉन्केव लेंस यूज करना है। नेक्स्ट डायग्राम इज शोइंग hypermetropia, which is its old name and new name is long-sightedness or hyperopia. It is a condition. Lamba naam means far-sightedness. It means there is a difficulty in seeing near objects, while far away objects we can see clearly. So reasons, probable reasons are shortening of eyeball and lenses too flat, not curved, lenses too flat. और इसकी करेक्शन के लिए हम कौन सा लेंस यूज करेंगे? कॉन्वेक्स लेंस यूज किया जाएगा। तो कॉन्वेक्स लेंस उसकी रेज को जहां पहले दूर मिल रही थी उसको थोड़ा पास ले आएगा, यानी रेटिना पे आके कन्वर्ज करवा देगा ताकि इमेज हमें रेटिना पर ही मिल जाए। नेक्स्ट डायग्राम इज डिपिक्टिंग द प्रिंसिपल पार्ट्स ऑफ आवर ह्यूमन ईयर। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, आउटर ईयर। Outer ear, our first part is pinna. It is the projecting part of outer ear and collects the sound waves. Next is auditory canal. Pinna conducts sound waves through external auditory canal and they finally strike on the eardrum. So next part of outer ear is eardrum. Eardrum is also known as tympanum. It should vibrate freely and sets the ear ossicles of middle ear into vibration. Now coming to middle ear. In the middle ear we have 3 ear ossicles with the name either hammer, anvil or stirrup or malleus, incus or stapes. So 3 small bones of middle ear collectively known as ear ossicles. First of all, hammer or malleus. Handle of hammer bone is attached to inner surface of eardrum. Its opposite end is connected to anvil. Next is anvil or incus. It is joined to stirrup. Next is stirrup, or you can say stapes. The vibration of stirrup is amplified due to the lever-like action of the first 2 ossicles. These vibrations are then transmitted to the membrane of the oval window. Next is oval window. A membrane-covered opening leading to the inner ear. Vibrations produces here sets the fluid contained in the cochlear canal also into vibration. So these are the functions of parts related with middle ear. Ear ossicles are also related with middle ear. Oval window is also related with middle ear. Next is round window. A second opening named as round window, also covered by a thin membrane, connects the middle ear and then inner ear. Now next is eustachian tube. It equalizes the air pressure on either side of the eardrum, allowing it to vibrate freely. Now coming to inner ear. First part is cochlea. Inner ear, spiral shape, looks like a snail shell. Cochlea is spiral shape, looks like a snail shell and has 2.5 turns. Its inner winding cavity is divided into 3 parallel canals separated by membranes. So first membrane is median canal, or you can also say it as cochlear canal. It is filled with fluid called endolymph. ये पेपर में ज्यादातर पूछा जाएगा कौन सा फ्लूइड है इसमें मीडियन कैनल में, तो इट इज एंडोलिम्फ and it contains area possessing sensory cells, spiral organ called organ of Kutae for hearing. Next is vestibular canal, also known as tympanal canal, filled with fluid which is known as perilymph. उसमें क्या देखा था? एंडोलिम्फ, और इसमें कौन सा है? पेरीलिम्फ. ठीक है, तो दोनों में वेस्टिबुलर में टिम्फेनल कैनल, इसमें हमारे पास पेरीलिम्फ है. नेक्स्ट इज बेसिलर मेम्ब्रेन. सेंसरी सेल्स लाई ऑन दिस मेम्ब्रेन. तो सेंसरी सेल्स जिसमें आ जाते हैं उसको हम बेसिलर मेम्ब्रेन कहते हैं. नेक्स्ट इज सेमी सर्कुलर कैनल्स. Semicircular canal is the important part of inner ear. It is a set of 3 arranged at right angle to each other, 1 in horizontal plane and 2 in vertical plane. One end of each canal is widened to form an ampulla, which contains sensory cells for dynamic balance. यहाँ का सबसे important question कि डायनेमिक बैलेंस के लिए कौन रिस्पॉन्सिबल है, तो सेमी सर्कुलर कैनल्स फॉर डायनेमिक बैलेंस व्हेनेवर बॉडी इज इन मोशन, एंड नर्व फाइबर्स join the auditory nerve after this. Next important part of human ear is utriculus and sacculus. Collectively, we know them as vestibule, the short stem joining the base of the semicircular canal to the cochlea. And then is auditory nerve. The nerve fibers arising from sensory hair cells join the auditory nerve. Vibrating movement of the fluid stimulate the sensory cells of cochlea, and impulses are transmitted to the brain via auditory nerve. One function is missing, which is the function of vestibular, or you can say utriculus or sacculus. Their function is to contain sensory patches, or you can say cells, for static balance with respect to gravity. एक क्वेश्चन जरूर आता है, स्टैटिक बैलेंस के लिए कौन रिस्पॉन्सिबल है और डायनेमिक के लिए कौन रिस्पॉन्सिबल है. तो स्टैटिक के लिए हमने यूट्रिकुलस और सैकुलस लिखना है, और डायनेमिक के लिए हमने सेमी सर्कुलर कैनल्स लिखना है. बोथ आर द पार्ट ऑफ ह्यूमन ईयर. Next, coming to the diagram showing principal endocrine glands. So first of all, adrenal gland. Its location is like a cap structure on the top of each kidney. Hormones secreted are, I am covering this in very brief, adrenal medulla, and name is adrenaline. Adrenal medulla से secrete होने वाले हार्मोन का नाम है adrenaline, और adrenal cortex से रिलीज होने वाले हार्मोन का नाम है cortisone. इसकी हाइपर सेक्रेशन और हाइपोसेक्रेशन, हाइपो मीन्स कम और हाइपर मीन्स ज्यादा, दोनों से होने वाले हमने डिजीज के बारे में नाम याद करने हैं और उनके सिम्टम्स भी. तो हाइपोसेक्रेशन से एडिसन डिजीज है, जिसके सिम्टम्स हैं लॉस ऑफ वेट, एनर्जी, नोजिया, स्किन पिगमेंटेशन एटसेट्रा. एंड हाइपर सेक्रेशन से कुशिंग सिंड्रोम, ओबेसिटी, वीकनेस, सॉल्ट एंड ऑस्टियोपोरोसिस. Next is pancreas. Pancreas is both a duct gland as well as ductless gland. As a duct gland, its secretion is poured into the duodenum for digestion, and as a ductless gland, it has special groups of hormone secreting cells called islands of Langerhans, which are scattered in the entire gland. The islet cells produce three hormones: insulin, glucagon, and somatostatin. Somatostatin is not in our syllabus, so first of all, insulin. So insulin is secreted by beta cells. ये मोस्टली पूछा जाने वाला क्वेश्चन है कि कौन सेक्रीट करता है, तो आपने बीटा सेल्स भी नाम मेंशन करना है. Insulin secreted by beta cells checks rise of sugar level in blood. How? In two ways. First is it promotes glucose utilization, and second is it stimulates deposition of extra glucose. Under secretion of insulin, it means hyposecretion causes diabetes mellitus. Its symptoms are thirsty, loses weight, high concentration of sugar in the blood. And hypersecretion is sugar level in the blood is lowered. So brain may enter in the state of coma. This is called insulin shock or hypoglycemia, and a prompt bite of sweet biscuits or sugar candy is helpful in this situation. Next is glucagon. Glucagon is secreted by alpha cells. It stimulates the breakdown of glycogen in the liver to glucose. ये भी mostly पूछा जाता है, breakdown of glycogen in the liver to glucose, and thus it raises sugar level in the blood. So our next gland is thyroid gland. Thyroid is a bilobed, means butterfly shaped structure situated in front of the neck just below the larynx. Hormones secreted are thyroxine and calcitonin, but we will cover only thyroxine. Thyroxine regulates the basal metabolism, and increase in the secretion increases metabolism, and decrease in secretion lowers metabolism. Now under secretion, it means hypothyroidism से क्या symptoms होंगे? Simple goiter, cretinism and myxedema. So simple goiter में it is the enlargement of the thyroid and is visible as a swelling in the neck. The swelling in the neck is the main symptom of simple goiter. Next is cretinism. It is dwarfism and mental retardation in children. Next is myxedema, swelling of face and hands in adults. इसमें myxedema में ध्यान रखना है, ये हमने adults के लिए लिखना है. Sluggish हो जाएगा, swelling आ जाएगी face में, hands में, लेकिन ये ज्यादातर हम सिर्फ एडल्ट्स के लिए वर्ड यूज करते हैं। और क्रिटिनिज्म जो है वो ड्वार्फिज्म और मेंटल रिटार्डेशन वो डिफेक्टिव डेवलपमेंट की वजह से है, या हम उसको कहते हैं अर्ली एट्रोफी ऑफ थायराइड। नाउ हाइपर सेक्रेशन और यू कैन से ओवर सेक्रेशन, उससे होगा एक्सोपिथेलेमिक गॉइटर। एक्सोपिथेलेमिक गॉइटर मींस आउटवर्ड आईज, आप उसको सिम्टम में देख सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट इज रैपिड हार्ट बीट होगी इसके सिम्टम्स में, शॉर्टनेस ऑफ ब्रेथ हो जाएगा, आईज आर प्रोट्रूडिंग आउट, फॉर्म से गॉइटर इन द नेक ऑल्सो। All these are related with thyroid gland. Next is pituitary gland. Pituitary is a small projection which hangs from the base of the midbrain below hypothalamus. तो hypothalamus के पीछे इसकी लोकेशन हमने पिछले डायग्राम्स में भी देखी हुई है, और इट इज पॉपुलरली कॉल्ड एज मास्टर ग्लैंड, लेकिन अब हम इसको नहीं कहते हैं, बट अगर आ जाए क्यों कहते हैं, बिकॉज इट सीम्स टू कंट्रोल प्रैक्टिकली ऑल अदर एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड्स। टू डिस्टिंक्ट लॉब्स हैं इसके अंदर, एंटीरियर और पोस्टीरियर। तो पहले एंटीरियर पिट्यूटरी से रिलेटेड हार्मोन्स में सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट हार्मोन आता है ग्रोथ हार्मोन। ग्रोथ हार्मोन को हम सोमैटोट्रोपिन भी कहते हैं। सोमैटो मींस वर्ड, सोमा मींस बॉडी, तो सोमैटोट्रोपिन मींस बॉडी को स्टिमुलेट करने वाला। तो हार्मोन का नाम ग्रोथ हार्मोन है। इसकी हाइपोसेक्रेशन अगर चाइल्डहुड में होगी तो ड्वार्फिज्म होगा, हाइपर सेक्रेशन अगर चाइल्डहुड में होगी तो जिजेंटिज्म होगा, हाइपर सेक्रेशन अगर एडल्ट में हो रही है तो एक्रोमिगेली होगा। एक्रोमिगेली में एक्सेसिव ग्रोथ हो जाएगी बोन्स की, स्पेशली फेस और हैंड्स की। तो इसमें इसका ध्यान रखना है, एडल्ट में पूछा गया है या चाइल्ड में पूछा गया है। या अगर एक्रोमिगेली आएगा तो एडल्ट उसमें कीवर्ड रहेगा, जिजेंटिज्म आएगा तो चाइल्डहुड कीवर्ड रहेगा। तो ये चीजें आपने लिखते टाइम आंसर में ध्यान रखनी है। नेक्स्ट इज थायराइड स्टिमुलेटिंग हार्मोन which is also known as TSH. It activates thyroid to secrete thyroxine. Next is gonad stimulating hormone which is GSH. gonad stimulating hormone को रेगुलेट करता है एक्टिविटीज जो टेस्टिस और ओवरीज दोनों के साथ जुड़ी हुई हैं। फर्दर इसके तीन पार्ट्स हैं, FSH which is follicle stimulating hormone. It stimulates egg formation in the females and sperm formation in males. Next is luteinizing hormone LH which stimulates the formation of corpus luteum to produce the female hormone progesterone and the testis to produce the male hormone testosterone. And next is prolactin whose function is milk secretion. So ये हमारे anterior pituitary के साथ थे। Now लास्ट में हमारे पास आ जाएगा posterior pituitary। इस पे हमारे पास जो हार्मोन है उसका नाम है वेसोप्रेसिन। वेसोप्रेसिन के साथ हम इसको एंटी डायरेटिक हार्मोन भी कहते हैं, जिसकी फुल फॉर्म में हम लिखेंगे ADH की फुल फॉर्म में एंटी डायरेटिक हार्मोन, और वेसोप्रेसिन भी इसी का नाम है। इसकी हाइपोसेक्रेशन से हो जाएगा डायबिटीज इंसिपिडस, जिसमें यूरिन आएगा फ्रीक्वेंटली, डायबिटीज इंसिपिडस। एंड नेक्स्ट इज हाइपर सेक्रेशन से हो जाएगा एलिवेशन ऑफ ब्लड प्रेशर, ज्यादा हो जाएगा एलिवेशन ऑफ ब्लड प्रेशर, और इंक्रीजेस रीअब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ वाटर फ्रॉम किडनी ट्यूब्यूल्स, जिसकी वजह से ही डायबिटीज इंसिपिडस हुआ था, इसीलिए इसको वाटर डायबिटीज भी कहा जाता है। नेक्स्ट, कमिंग टू द लास्ट चैप्टर ऑफ दिस यूनिट which is reproductive system. First of all, arrangement of male reproductive organs in the body in a very simplified way. So first, testes, also known as testicles. These are oval organs which are contained in a thin-walled sac of skin called scrotum. Next is sperm duct, also known as vas deferens, a distinct tube from each testis to carry the sperms. Travels upward into the abdomen, passing through inguinal canal. Next is accessory glands. First is seminal vesicles. Produce a secretion which serves as a medium for the transportation of the sperms. One important definition here I need to mention, which is semen. It is a milky fluid which is a mixture of secretion from seminal vesicle, prostate and Cowper's gland, and the sperm produce a milky fluid called semen, whose addition makes sluggish sperms active. जो sperms पहले sluggish थे, इसके आने से active हो जाएंगे. Next is prostate gland. It pours an alkaline secretion into the semen as it passes through the urethra and neutralizes acid in female's vagina. Third is bulbourethral or also known as Cowper's gland, two small ovoid glands whose secretion serves as a lubricant. Next is penis. It lies in front of the scrotum, cylindrical in shape, serves for the passing out of both semen and urine. Next is epididymis, a small tubular knot fitting like a cap on the upper pole of the testis. It stores the sperms for some days, during which they mature and become motile. Now coming to the lobules of testis. First is seminiferous tubule, where the sperms are produced, and this process is known as spermatogenesis. Next is interstitial cells. These are packing tissues between the coils of the seminiferous tubules, or you can say Leydig cells. Its function is to produce the male hormone testosterone. यहाँ पर जो प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है वो मेन फंक्शन आपने लर्न करने हैं along with the proper spellings. Testosterone. Next is scrotum. This is a thin walled sac of skin which regulate the temperature of sperms in the testis through the movement of its walls. तो उसके थ्रू वो अपने टेम्परेचर को मेंटेन करता है. Now coming to the front sectional view and sectional side view of human female reproductive organs. So first of all, important part is ovaries. Two small ovoid bodies produces ova or eggs. A maturing egg contained in a cellular sac is called the follicle. Egg grows larger, follicle enlarges and get filled with a fluid called Graafican follicle. इसके अलावा इसमें oogenesis की डेफिनेशन आ जाएगी, ओव्यूलेशन की आ जाएगी कि फॉलिकल रप्चर हो जाएगा, रिलीज करेगा एग को और उसको फिम्ब्रे जो है वो पकड़ लेगा, ओविडक्टल फनल ऑफ द ओविडक्ट का फिम्ब्रे उसको पिक कर लेगा और पिक करके फिर वो आगे दे देगा. और यहाँ पर येलो मास कॉल्ड कॉर्पस ल्यूटम भी है और उसके दो हार्मोन्स जो सेक्रीट हुए हैं उनके नाम भी यहाँ पर हमने करने हैं. हालांकि लेबल्ड पार्ट में सिर्फ ओवरी है, बट ओवरी के अंदर के फंक्शंस को अच्छे से करना है. हार्मोन्स के नाम ईस्ट्रोजन और प्रोजेस्टेरोन स्पेलिंग के साथ अच्छे से लर्न करना है. नेक्स्ट पार्ट इज ओविडक्ट. Oviduct is fallopian tubes approximately 12 cm long, has a funnel shaped opening called oviductal funnel. With the help of cilia, pick up and push the released ovum into the oviduct and then with the peristalsis into the uterus. Next is uterus, a hollow pear-shaped muscular organ situated in the pelvic cavity between urinary bladder and rectum. ये इसकी लोकेशन है और बहुत बार लोकेशन आती है. Its upper wider portion receives the two oviducts and small lower constricted part receives the cervix, जिसको हम neck भी कहते हैं. Here, growth and development of the embryo takes place and developed from the egg here in uterus only. Next is vagina. It is a muscular tube starting from the lower end of the uterus up to the outside. It receives male penis during copulation, allows the passage of baby during childbirth. Next is vulva. It is the external female genitalia, contains independent openings of urethra and then vagina. Next is clitoris, a small erectile part which is highly sensitive and is equivalent to male penis. Last is cervix, small lower constricted part of uterus also called neck is known as cervix. These are all the labeled parts of human female reproductive organ. Next diagram is the structure of human sperm and most of the time ये आपको पेपर में ड्रॉ करने के लिए आएगा, तो इसकी प्रैक्टिस आपने अच्छे से करनी है. इसके सारे लेबल्ड पार्ट्स आप स्टार्टिंग में देखिए. एक्रोसोम है, एक्रोसोम और न्यूक्लियस आर द पार्ट ऑफ देयर हेड. Then middle piece, it means mitochondria and then axial filament and tail. और इनके proper functions क्या क्या हैं? तो first of all, acrosome at the top of the head of the sperm secretes an enzyme. और इस एंजाइम का नाम भी पेपर में पूछा जा सकता है. इसका नाम है hyaluronidase. आपने स्पेलिंग के साथ अच्छे से याद करना है. Which facilitates entry of sperm into the egg. इसी की वजह से स्पर्म एग में एंट्री ले पाता है क्या करता है? By dissolving the wall of the ovum with the help of this enzyme. Next is nucleus which contains genetic material. अब हमें पता है ये मेल पार्ट है तो 22 plus X भी हो सकता है और 22 plus Y भी हो सकता है, which during fertilization combines with the nucleus of the egg. और egg में क्या होगा? 22 plus X chromosomes होंगे and thus restoring the normal number of 23 pairs. Next is mitochondria contained in the middle piece provide energy in the form of ATP for the activity of the sperm to swim. और लास्ट में आ गया tail, it makes lashing movement for the propulsion, उसको स्पीड देगा स्पर्म को आगे मूव करने के लिए. और इसके साथ ही दूसरा डायग्राम ओवम का है, आपको स्पर्म का या ओवम का डायग्राम पेपर में ड्रॉ करने के लिए आ सकता है, तो ओवम में आप इसकी लेबलिंग थोड़ा अच्छे से पढ़ लेंगे. Now the most important diagram from this chapter is the growth of embryo inside the uterus. So labeled parts are here placenta. So growing embryo or fetus need food and oxygen and excretes nitrogenous waste and carbon dioxide. These functions are performed by placenta, which is a disc-like structure attached to the uterine wall. Now coming to the functions of placenta. So its functions are, it is permeable to respiratory gases, nutrients and other antibodies. But not permeable means not allow the passage of germs from the mother to the fetus. If there is direct continuity of blood between mother and fetus without a placenta, then relatively high pressure of the mother's blood would seriously damage the soft and delicate tissues of the fetus. And second most important function of placenta, it acts as an endocrine gland. It means it produces the hormones called estrogen and progesterone. Next is umbilical cord. So umbilical cord is a cord containing blood vessels which connects the placenta with the fetus. This cord is known as umbilical cord. After the birth, the blood vessel in the umbilical cord shrink and it can be tied and then cut. Next is amnion. Amnion is a sac which develops around the embryo even before the formation of allantois. A fluid fills the space between the amnion and the embryo and its functions are, this fluid is amniotic fluid. Its functions are, they are very important. बहुत सारे specimen papers में आपने देखा होगा ये question. Functions of amniotic fluid protects the embryo from physical damage by jerks or mechanical shocks. For example, अगर mother fall over हो गई तो भी उसको shock से बचा सकता है. Second, keeps an even pressure all around the embryo. Third, allows the fetus some restricted movement. And fourth, prevents sticking of the fetus to the amnion. इस डायग्राम में जो चार इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट हैं लेबल, इन्हीं के फंक्शंस आ सकते हैं. अगर इसके अलावा कॉरोइन और एलेंटिसिस के आ जाएंगे तो उसमें भी आप इतना सा बस लिख सकते हैं कि दे प्ले अ वाइटल रोल इन द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द फीटस एंड आर प्रेजेंट राइट अप टू द टाइम ऑफ birth. With this, I come to the end of this video. I hope I am able to clear your all doubts related with this chapter. If you still have any, you can tell me in the comment section. Thank you for watching till the end. Keep watching, sharing and subscribe to my channel. ये मेरी तरफ से इस साल के स्टूडेंट्स के लिए लास्ट गिफ्ट फॉर their लास्ट बायोलॉजी पेपर.